Well, hello family, Monica Renee popping on real quick out here at the park. Just sitting around the water, give me some much needed fresh air. But I just want to come on and share something that the Lord was speaking to me the other day. And actually he had posed a question to me. And I thought I would come on and share it with you guys. But what the Lord was asking me the other day, family, was the idea of how can you ever get through something if you never go through anything? How can you get through something if you never go through anything? So, I just took the question in, I just thought about it. Because every time the Lord speaks something to me, I know it's something else that's coming behind it. So I just allowed him to finish off what it was he wanted to add to it. And family, what the Lord began to allow me to know was that when you're going through something, those attacks, those obstacles, those trials and tribulations that you go through, and especially when you're going through them on a continuous basis, what the Lord was allowing me to know in that was that is not to be looked at as a hindrance, but it is actually your help. That is where he spoke, family. So all those attacks, all those things that we go through that we're always thinking that are never going to come to an end, and that we're thinking that we're never going to get out of, the Lord was allowing me to know, not to look at those things as a hindrance, but to look at those things as your help. So in other words, those very things are merely helping you, not hindering you, not hurting you, not even really harming you, but they're helping you. So as I continue, to allow the Lord to finish off what he was meaning and saying that, and what the Lord was allowing me to know, family, was that what those little bitty things do is that they build you up for that gigantic thing that's going to eventually come along, that was ultimately set up to really take you out. But as you've had all those little bitty things that have come along, they have conditioned you. They have gotten you in a position to where you can look and see that, okay, I've gotten through this, I've gotten through that, I've gotten through all of these things. So when that big, gigantic tsunami thing come along, you don't even give it no second thought, because you got so many other things that were stacked up against you that the Lord done brought you through, until your faith is at the point of knowing that, okay, I know the Father haven't failed me on all those things, so I know he ain't gonna fail me on this one. So what it's doing, family, it's allowing our faith to increase. It's allowing our inner man to know, our spirit man to know that there's nothing that can come our way that is going to take us out. So that greater is he that is in me. That is what began to come alive in us, family, when that very big tsunami attack come along, that very big gigantic thing that come along that's ultimately meant to take us out. We're at the point of not even letting that thing even phase us, because our faith is at an all-time high until that tsunami isn't even higher, can't even get high enough to even reach or even touch where our faith is. So family, I hope y'all catching this one in the spirit, because as I'm speaking it to you all, now I can really visualize the idea of the tsunami coming along. As the tsunami is raising up, the faith is so high that the tsunami can't even touch it. So just think about it, family. Think about it. Think about what the Lord is saying. So instead of you looking at all those attacks and all those things that were coming along that were meant to ultimately take you out, they were merely your very help. They were merely the very things that were elevating you and getting you to a point where when that very, very high, gigantic tsunami come to you, that it would not even be able to touch you and to take you down. But family, every time the Lord speak a word to me, it always get me super excited, you know, and it just get me to a point of knowing that the Lord is so concerned and he's so invested in every aspect of our very lives. But as always, I pray that this message reaches in whom it was intended to reach, and I pray that it blesses in whom it was intended to bless. But until next time, family, I love you. Be blessed.